Hello, I'm Rebecca and today I shall be talking about the latest AHDB forecast for the sheep sector. Coming into 2018, AHDB estimates that the size of the breeding flock had increased slightly compared to year earlier levels. So, like many others, AHDB had expecting the number of lambs reared to also be higher, but no one could have predicted the extent of the snow in March and ultimately its effect on the lamb crop. The beast from the east hit the UK just as many farmers were lambing. Reports indicate that not only did mortality increase in those being born at the time, but also in those that were a few weeks old and up until then had been healthy. Mortality in ewes also increased. Overall, this meant AHDB then had to reduce the size of the forecast lamb crop to be down by around 1 million head to just under 17 million head. The final results of the June survey will not be available until December, and therefore the size of the lamb crop continues to be estimated until then. Some within the industry have been quoting ear tag sales as a method to indicate the size of the lamb crop. However, historically there's been little correlation between ear tag sales and size of the lamb crop. This is probably due to farmer buying patterns. Due to the forecast drop in the number of lambs being retained and a larger holdover from 2017 into 2018, lamb slaughterings this year are forecast to be down by around 600,000 head on last year's numbers, despite the lamb crop being around 1 million lower. Overall slaughterings were up 8% during Q1, the majority of these being old season lambs from the 2017 crop. Shortly after this, new season lambs were slow to come forwards, with slaughterings down by around 15% during Q2. Q3 continued the pattern, with slaughterings still trending below last year's levels. Looking forwards, the carryover into 2019 is expected to contract, simply because there are fewer lambs to start with. The breeding flock this December is currently forecast to contract by around 3% or almost 400,000 head. There is a risk to the current forecast that there could be more contraction than is currently allowed for in the model. Looking forwards into 2019 lamb crop, AHDB is presuming that lambing conditions will be typical. With this in mind, although the lamb rear rate is expected to recover somewhat, it still gives the lamb crop around 17 million head. Total slaughterings are largely forecast to be a repeat of 2018, although maybe with some timing changes, with fewer held over during the early months, but more later on. Trade next year is again expected to be a repeat of this year. That is all there is time for today. To read the full outlook for the sheep sector and to take a look at the cattle forecast, please visit the AHDB Outlook page on the Beef and Lamb website.